A robot just ran faster than Usain Bolt and jumped higher than any human who has ever lived, and the company that built it took only a little over 3 months to do it. They released the video 3 days before their stock started trading on a Chinese stock exchange, and that timing is not an accident. It is honestly half the story. The robot is called Superman, and the name tells you exactly how modest this company is feeling right now. In the demo video, it performs a standing vertical jump of 2 meters, about 6.5 feet, straight up from a dead stop with no running start. It also hits a top speed of 12.66 meters per second, which works out to roughly 28.3 miles an hour. Here's the detail that actually matters to engineers watching this. The robot's legs are only 0.85 meters long, less than 3 feet. Short legs hitting numbers like that means this is not about long strides eating up ground. It is about raw actuator power and how fast the robot can cycle its legs, which is a much harder engineering problem to solve. The company behind it is called Unitree, based in the Chinese city of Hangzhou, and they are being upfront that Superman is nowhere near a finished product. They openly say the hardware still has a lot of room to improve in the coming months. And given they built this thing in about a quarter of a year, that checks out. For comparison, Usain Bolt's peak instantaneous speed during his 2009 world record sprint was 12.42 meters per second, and the human standing high jump record sits around 1.8 meters. Superman beat both. It also stuck the landing on that 2-meter jump without its knees buckling or its whole body pitching forward, which honestly might be the harder trick. Landing safely is a balance and control problem, not just a power problem. This is not even Unitree's first swing at a speed record this year. Back in April, an earlier robot called the H1 hit 10.1 meters per second on an athletics track, with its head and hands removed specifically to shave off weight for the test. The H1's combined thigh and calf length measured about 80 centimeters and it weighed around 136 pounds, roughly the proportions of an average adult human in the parts that matter for running. Back in March, Wang Xingxing had publicly predicted that humanoid robots would beat human sprint speeds by the middle of 2026. He turned out to be right, almost exactly on schedule, which says something about how well this company's own roadmap has been holding up. Now, for the honest caveat. None of these numbers have been independently verified by anyone outside the company. This is Unitree's own demo footage, released in the exact same week that roughly $905 million was riding on public excitement about their stock. That does not mean the numbers are fake, but it does mean they are unaudited, and that IPO is really the part that reframes this whole story. Unitree is about to become the first general-purpose robotics company to list on mainland China's stock market, with trading starting this week in Shanghai. They raised 6.1 billion yuan, close to that $905 million figure, with retail investor demand coming in more than 8,000 times oversubscribed. 8,000 times. That is a record for Shanghai's tech-focused star market. The company's founder, Wang Xingxing, has become something close to a celebrity in Chinese tech circles, having earned a front-row seat at a summit President Xi Jinping hosted for top technology entrepreneurs last year. Their backers include Tencent, Alibaba, and DeepSeek. And this Shanghai debut is landing during the exact same week the World Robot Conference opens in Beijing, so a huge amount of attention is converging on one company all at once. Whether there is real substance behind all this spectacle, the shipping numbers actually back it up. Unitree said in mid-August that it has cumulatively produced and delivered around 18,000 bipedal humanoid robots as of July, and that number does not even count their wheeled platforms. And here is the number that deserves way more attention than it gets. Chinese manufacturers accounted for more than 97% of every single humanoid robot shipped anywhere on the planet in the first half of 2026. That is not a lead in this race. That is basically the entire race. Unitree's own share of that total sits around 5,900 humanoids shipped in just the first half of the year, up roughly 170% from the year before, which alone accounts for close to a third of every humanoid robot shipped globally. There is also a broader tailwind lifting the whole sector right now. Chinese tech stocks have been climbing back after a rough sell-off last month, and the Star 50 index has already bounced back about 15% off its recent low, so Unitree is walking into a stock market that is already feeling pretty good about itself. But here is where it gets interesting. Athletic stunts like this are not really about winning races. Industry analyst Ma Jihua explained it well, saying tests like high-speed running and jumping act as stress tests. You are loading the hardware, the balance software, and the whole body coordination system all at once and seeing what breaks first. And something did break. In public, just one day before Superman's reveal. In Beijing, 23 humanoid robot teams took on a simulated firefighting and rescue mission at a real fire brigade, not a controlled indoor set. Each robot got 30 minutes to identify hazardous materials, close off 3 valves, and put out a fire with an extinguisher, with everything randomly placed so nothing could be memorized ahead of time. Of the 12 teams that actually ran, only 3 finished the whole challenge. One robot, built by a team called Unitree AI, did finish inside the time limit, but it moved noticeably slower than an actual human firefighter would and needed 2 separate attempts just to line its hand up with the extinguisher. Rain, shifting outdoor light, and general real-world chaos wrecked the robot's ability to see and grab things correctly, which is exactly the kind of mess a lab demo never has to deal with. This same event has grown enormously since last year, now pulling in more than 2,000 robots from over 600 teams across 16 countries, which means the failure data alone is piling up fast. Most people do not know this part. While Chinese companies race each other on speed and athletics, American companies are pitching humanoids for a very different job. A company called Foundation Robotics is proposing that its robot, named Phantom, help monitor the United States southern border. Foundation's CEO, Sanket Pathak, says the company has already demonstrated the technology to Department of Homeland Security officials and is in talks with several national security agencies, though DHS says there is no formal contract in place yet. The pitch is about terrain that is rough on people, rough on vehicles, and hard for drones or fixed cameras to cover well. Phantom is built more for carrying and endurance than sprinting, and Pathak has said the company would consider arming the robots if the government asked, while insisting the machines are not meant to make enforcement decisions on their own. Meanwhile, a different Chinese company is arguing this whole humanoid-shaped race might be asking the wrong question. A company called Vegan Robotics just released a model called Phi-Zero, built to keep a robot's skills intact, even when you completely swap out its physical body. Normally, changing a robot's hardware means retraining most of its intelligence from scratch. Vegan is testing this idea with 3 flexible, tendon-driven arms that people have nicknamed Dr. Octopus arms, since they bend and curl instead of moving on fixed joints. The pitch is that one single intelligence could eventually drive many different specialized bodies: a rigid arm for precision work, a soft arm for delicate handling, instead of forcing one universal robot shape to do absolutely everything. This is the part that should make you stop and think. A robot that can outjump every human alive still cannot reliably close a valve in the rain. The athletic records grab headlines and move stock prices, but the boring, unglamorous failures at a real fire brigade are actually the more useful data, because every mistake a robot makes outdoors feeds directly back into fixing its perception and its movement planning. Speed sells an IPO. Reliability is what actually gets a robot hired for a dangerous job. Right now, China has an enormous lead in building the bodies. Nobody has anywhere close to solved making those bodies dependable once they leave a clean, dry, well-lit demo stage. Let me know in the comments whether you think the athletic stunts or the failure data tell us more about where this technology is actually headed. And if you want to keep tracking every twist in the humanoid robot race as it happens, subscribe, because this industry is moving faster than most people realize.